Okay, penetrator, still waiting on the tranny. So just keep hanging parts, I guess. Got a whole bunch of parts, stuff that I've wanted to do for a while. So today we're gonna mess around with this little heater. We're gonna see if we can get that baby installed. Little universal deal. I think Summit and Jegs and eBay and Jungle Store, about everybody sell these little things. But let's see here. Meradyne high performance Havasu 12 volt. Comes with a mounting bracket. Comes with a little switch. I don't know if we'll be using that big old thing or not. Probably fall apart. Anyway, got Jay Rosen over here removing the panels so we can get in there a little easier. Good time to clean it out, I guess. Guess nobody's ever really seen the inside of this thing. Got hydraulic steering. Got it wrapped in rubber so if we blow a hose, it doesn't penetrate my urethra with high pressure oil. That's always a good thing. Cool. So the other thing we got is we got a box from Corbeau, the manufacturer of the seats that I have in there. They make seat heaters for the butt and the back. Pretty nice. Well, first things first, I guess we need to shop back all this out. Blow it off, shop back it out, kind of brush it off, and then we're gonna move this amplifier. I think we're gonna, that's under the dash. I think we're gonna move that amp maybe up under here somewhere, and then we'll have kind of that real estate. We're gonna try to put this little heater right in, oh geez, this is too hard to do. Anyway, it's gonna go right in there in the middle, kind of, sort of, somewhere, maybe. Okay, one seat out. Nice. Well, I don't even know what to work on. We got a new project. Hey Google, turn off. Got to get rid of that crap. Otherwise we'll have to voice this whole thing over. Anyway, picked this thing up last night. Laying in bed, surfing the old marketplace. Paid $2,000 for it. Needs a battery and a rear diff, he said, was out. And jumped it, runs good. Tires all look good. Kind of checking out the overall condition. Pretty nice little truck. Let me go over to this side and let's see if we can get this completely bald. We got rubber all sprayed up inside the wheel tubs. So don't have to be much of an investigator to figure that one out. Young kid out doing burnouts, one wheel peelers, blew the diff out of it, blew the spider gears out of it. So I think this is gonna be a good one. Fix up the rear end, throw a battery in it, do a little cleanup, change the oil, give it a once over, and probably send it down the road for a, I don't know, $3,000–4,000 profit. So, man, I'm like Be a nice little shop truck, you know, maybe throw a leveling kit on it and some 33s. But that kind of defeats the whole purpose of flipping rigs. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll go drive it, see if it grows on me at all. The buggy, about all we've done on the buggy is install this sweet little trash bag. Still waiting on the tranny. Gonna start working on the heater again here in the heated seats. I think that's where we left off in the last video that I started making. But we've had a whole wave of customer stuff come through. This thing had busted shackles, the brakes were roasted, so it's getting all new. Suspension, got the one side done. New brake assemblies, new springs. We got the old junk parts pile going on here. Ripped the bolts out of the shackles and the axles are just resting on the bottom of the frame. So we're getting going on that. Probably have that done today. Got to do a new plug, new battery, new junction box, get the front of this thing all cleaned up. Unsecured load, don't worry about that. Okay, sorry about the terrible lighting over on this side of the shop. This trailer's kind of got me shaded, but anyway, the complaint was the brakes aren't working very well. So I was like, oh, we'll check them off or pull them apart and check them. So they just put new axles on this thing a year ago. Check this out. That's nice. Yeah, all right. Overloaded maybe? Completely just ripped it out. It was like that on the other side. Look at the fucking, where the axle's been riding on the frame. That's pretty cool. And then, yeah, so this is why you don't let your employees who aren't mechanics work on your shit. Okay, so that's exactly how I just pulled this off. Check out this seal. It was pushed in about, what, 1/8 inch? Not even, they didn't drive the seals into the drum.
Freaking idiot.
So anyway, the seal basically fell out of the drum and we're starting to get grease flying out. The brakes are nice and lubed up. Yeah, so anyway, another $800 later worth of brake parts and we'll do the job again. Just because it wasn't done right the first time. And if you put new axles in on an older trailer, put new springs and shackles and bolts in, because these have pretty much worthless bushings and they don't last very long. So you might as well do the whole thing. It's only like $200 more. Anyway, we'll keep rolling here. Had to bring it back in. It just gets better and better. We got 3/8 washers on 5/16 studs. You know, whatever. But it does force the lock washer to spread apart and then your bolts are loose. Oh, and check this out. Right hand. Well, the trailer tongue is up there. So this is the left side of the trailer. And we got the right hand brakes on there. Nice. Right hand. Either someone doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, or they don't know their left from their right, or both. Okay, we got all of the new suspension on. The only thing we reused was the U-bolts. They're in pretty good shape. All new shackles, bolts, nuts, equalizer, springs. We got new loaded backing plates. Got the left hand on the left hand. That's the tail light right there, which would make this the left side of the trailer. So brakes should work a lot better, and they should auto adjust, and it's amazing. Just plain amazing. Okay, next we're gonna get the old bearing packer out. We got some new bearings in here. See if I can do this one-handed. I got a new GoPro for Christmas. My wife got me. I just need to get it out and figure out how to use it. Throw the old bearing in the packer. Screw this thing down. Push that down till it. Oh yeah. Alrighty, this thing's done. We can get back to the fun stuff. The whole front of this thing was a mess too. So, junction box, battery, breakaway. We'll go run it down to the customer because they're only about 4 miles away, and get this thing out of my hair. And then maybe we'll play around with the new project. Get it up on the lift because we're still waiting for a tranny. So we'll get this thing up on the lift, and maybe we'll cut this one here, and we'll start a new fresh video on the Tundra flip. I think it's supposed to do that. The other thing is we got oil. So pretty sure maybe the axle seal went out and he ran it out of oil. Both sides are leaking. Oh yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah, the center diff has gotta be blown up. It kind of went clunk and drove into the shop, and then it went into neutral, or acted like neutral. And then I put it in 4-wheel drive to get it in here. But yeah, I think what we're gonna find is a blown up center diff. So I guess we gotta figure out if we want to put a locker in it or just replace it. Or, I don't know. We really gotta make some decisions about this truck here before we start buying parts. Otherwise we're gonna go backwards. Fix it, throw a tire on it, sell it, put a small lift and some 33s on it, some black wheels, clean it up, drive it. Or do we go nuts, go find some Super Duty axles and I don't know, like Wagoneer springs, you know, do a cheap solid axle conversion. When I say cheap, I mean like less than $5,000, which is kind of hard to do. Or we link the front, put air shocks on it. I don't know yet. My guess is there's nothing in it, judging by the leaking axle seal. Oh! Oh! Wow! There's oil in it. All right. Oh man. Ooh, that almost made me gag. Oh yeah. Looks like a bass boat. There you go. We have chunkies